Hi everybody, I am Caty Meza, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself, about my story, and what led me to getting into boudoir. I guess I'll start at the beginning. I never had much of a problem with my body when I was younger. It really mostly hit me when I was in high school, which I think it probably hits most of us when we're in high school. I wasn't the right kind of skinny. I didn't have a big enough this or a small enough that. So I started working out like crazy. And I did that for a really long time. But I didn't ever feel like I was getting anywhere. I didn't feel like I looked any different. Even though I did. I was losing a whole bunch of inches and I was gaining a whole bunch of muscle. But I was weighing myself every day, almost every couple of hours. And that's not healthy. That's just depressing. So after a while, I was just like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I mean, I feel really good and my energy's up, but I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. And in the middle of all that, I met a guy. And I thought this was it. He's gonna be the one. And it was gonna be amazing. And it wasn't. It turned out to be the emotional and mental abusive relationship that I hope nobody ever has to go through. It sucked. And I was still going to the gym while I was with him because I did want to look really pretty. I was like, okay, I got a boyfriend. I want to look pretty for him. He didn't really want me to do that. He didn't want me to go to the gym. He didn't want me to be active. He didn't want me to go out. He would say stuff like, no, I want you to gain weight. I want you to get like really fat. And I'm like, but why? I didn't understand it. And then he would say stuff like, why are you going out looking all pretty? I don't want you looking pretty for them. I want you looking pretty for me. And for a while I thought, oh, that's really sweet. And then after a while I thought, no, that's not sweet. That's extremely controlling. And I don't want that. It took me a really long time to figure that out, but I did figure it out. But in the process of figuring it out, I lost a whole bunch of my friends. I got stuck in this shell that was not me. I wasn't going out to see my friends. I wasn't going out and doing anything if it wasn't with him, because I didn't feel like I could. I thought, I have to be with him, and I can't do anything by myself, can't do anything for myself. So it was a really bad place in my life. But a really good friend of mine helped me figure it out, and he helped me get out of the entire thing. And when I did get out, I was so sad, but I was relieved at the same time. Because I thought, okay, you're free. You got out and you're free. What do you do now? Unfortunately, the first thing I did was end up in another relationship because I didn't know what to do with myself. I had never done anything by myself for myself before. So I ended up in another relationship. That one actually ended well. Me and the guy are still friends. We're cool. But he helped me too. He helped me realize you need to be independent. You need to actually do things for yourself. So after we ended our relationship, I started doing things for myself again. I went and I found my friends. I got them all back. I'd go out. I'd go dancing. I'd just go do the things that I wanted to do for me and with my friends. And after a while, I found another gym. And it's not really the most traditional way of working out. It's aerial arts and pole dancing and belly dancing. And it's a full body workout and it makes you feel so great. You may not feel like you're very graceful when you do it, but you look pretty graceful. And I've been doing that for, I want to say a little over 2 years now. Maybe 2 years, maybe a little over. And I have never felt more confident about myself. I've never felt stronger because I never really had very good muscle to begin with. But now I've got muscle. I can actually pull myself up on a pole. And I feel really good when I do it. I feel so pretty when I do this stuff. And it's something that I do for me. I don't need to go with anyone. Yeah, I'll invite people to come with me if they want to try it, but I don't feel like I need to be there with anybody else. I can do this by myself, and I can meet new people when I do it. I've met so many amazing people just going to this gym, and I'm never gonna stop, because this is something for me, and I want to do things for me. That's kind of what led me to boudoir. I was scrolling through Facebook one day and I saw Lexi Foucher boudoir photography, and I started looking through it because I thought she had really cool pictures. So I started looking through it and I was like, wow, these are amazing. These women look so beautiful and so comfortable, and I want that. I want to be able to feel comfortable like that, and I want to be able to feel confident in myself. So I decided that one more time, I'm gonna do something for myself. So I booked my session with Lexi, and it all got started. I was on my way. When I got there, did my hair, did my makeup, and I don't do makeup. I'm not a makeup person. I just don't wear it very much. And when I got all dolled up with my hair and my makeup done, I looked in the mirror and I thought, wow, I look really, really pretty. This is really cool. And that was only the hair and makeup part. I hadn't even gotten to the photo session yet. But when I did get to the photo session, I'll admit, I was nervous because I didn't know how I was gonna feel mostly naked or completely naked in front of a camera. The most naked I've been in front of a number of people is during my pole dancing class, because you need to wear these teeny tiny little pole shorts and a little sports bra, because you need skin contact on the pole to actually hold yourself up. So that was the amount of nudity that I've done in front of a number of people. But with Lexi, I was in lingerie, I was in a corset, I didn't have very many clothes on. And yeah, at first I was pretty nervous about it, but she made me feel so comfortable, and she was guiding me through the whole thing, telling me where to put my hands, and pretty much hyping me up the entire time, telling me how awesome I was doing. So it didn't take very long for me to let go of all of the fear and all of the doubt, like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. Yeah, I was totally good. I was like, yeah, I can do this. She was hyping me up. She was telling me how good I was doing. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this. And so after it was all over, I felt so proud of myself for being able to do this and just pushing myself beyond my boundaries and doing something different. So about a week or so later, Lexi called me and she had my photos all ready, and we were going through them to pick which ones that I wanted in the album. And there were a few of them in there I didn't even have words for it. I was like, what? That's me? How is all this that? I was amazed, and it felt so good, because there was one picture I saw, I looked at it, I was like, wow, I look hot! How'd I do that? How'd you do that? And it just made me feel so good. It made me feel even more proud of myself, and I can't wait to get my album. And I really do want to do this again, because you may feel a little scared about the entire thing, like, oh, I don't know if I could take all my clothes off, I don't know if I could take even a little bit of my clothes off, but it feels really, really good to see those images and think, that's me, and I look great.